I'm just cleaning my windows before I get on the road so I can see shit. Because when I got a dirty windshield and also vaping in the truck, it creates this film, makes it uncomfortable to drive in. There's a lot of condensation on there too. Now it's nice and clean, just the way I like it. I am all loaded up. Now I gotta head to the truck stop and get scaled to make sure that my weights are all good. 34 max on the drives, 34 max on the trailer, 12,000 max on the steers. And if it's a little bit over and they catch you at the scales, they literally shove their entire fist into your ass. No lubricant. Currently I am in Virginia, Rocky Gap or some shit like that. Middle of nowhere, shithole, whatever, nobody cares. And I'll be crossing the border into West Virginia momentarily, or as I like to call it, Incest Central, for obvious reasons, right? We all know, we've all seen the documentary Wrong Turn, and yeah, that was an intimate look at the average West Virginia family and innocent travelers that happen to be going through. That's why one of my biggest fears in life is being, you know, stranded or broke down in West Virginia, because I know I'm gonna end up getting devoured and eaten by a bunch of inbred cannibals. But so far I've been lucky. Hasn't happened yet. I'm about to go into the second tunnel. So this tunnel, this is where the border's at. And I love going through tunnels because I pretend like, I don't know, I'm in the Millennium Falcon or some shit, and I'm going like, what? You know, not time traveling, you know, fucking engage. Fucking, what do we call it? You know what I mean? Warp drive. There we go. My brain's just a little, it's the higher elevation. I'm at 2,386 feet. The elevation's causing my brain to be a little, woo. Here we go. East River Mountain. Yes. Isn't that very cool? And I do realize that, you know, when you go through tunnels like this, you got to have a real appreciation for the engineering and the people that made this happen. And you're putting your trust into them. And that this thing is not going to collapse. Because if it does, like suppose it collapsed right in front of me right there. I mean, I guess sure I could just back out, maybe. But what if it collapsed in multiple places and I got crushed by the East River Mountain? That would be a sucky death. Or what if I didn't die and I was stuck under a bunch of rubble, right? In an awkward position and my tibia was broken? That would be terrible. But fortunately that won't happen. I know in Pennsylvania recently, maybe within the last 2 years, there was a driver killed because one of these panels or whatever that go up on the ceiling, I don't know if it's the same here, but it actually fell off while he was driving, and it smashed through the windshield and it killed him. I worry about shit like that. Like, that wouldn't even have occurred to me until I heard that story, and now I'm just like waiting for some piece of tile to come through my sternum and lodge in my chest and slice my heart open. sucky way to go. Here we go. Where's Virginia? Wild and wonderful. Well, the first half of that statement is true. The second half, not so much. Look at his asshole. He's in a real fucking hurry to get down to the mountain. He's like, I heard if you're the first one to get down to the bottom, there's gonna be a fire blowing down there to give you blows and tell you what? You're done, partner. That's the kind of guy that you see on a YouTube or TikTok videos, burning out his brakes and slamming into a bunch of people, just like that dickhead that got 100 years, but then he got a reduced sentence. I didn't feel bad for the motherfucker getting 100 years or whatever the hell it was. It's like, dude, you fucked up so many times, and you had so many opportunities to correct what happened to you. Yeah, your brakes failed. They failed because you're going way too fast down the mountain. Whose fault is that? Your fault, asshole. And who decided not to go onto the safety ramp? You did. So take your 100 years, stick them in your straw, and suck on that shit. Human wasteland right in front of me, pickup truck with that flatbed drives too slow. Now I was able to go just fast enough to be going faster than him, but not fast enough to actually like go around at a reasonable pace. And now I don't want to be one of those dickheads that blocks up both lanes. So naturally I lost my momentum, and now I'm cruising 47 miles per hour up this hill because that dipshit in his piece of shit dually pickup truck, glorified shopping cart, and his rusty looking flatbed with boards missing and shit, or at least they looked like they were missing. But see, now I'm getting up to speed, I'm really giving it the beans, and I'm going to get past him. Unless, of course, he decides, as they often do, to accelerate for no reason at all. Right now, he's doing 63. Oh, yeah, he's accelerating. He was now he's at 65. He's like, oh boy, that semi-truck is catching up to me. I better speed up. And then when he catches up to me, I'll slow back down again and fuck him over one more time. He's down to 64 now. What are you gonna do, pumpkin? 63? Oh, he's slowing down. Maybe he lost his nerve going downhill. And this curve. And the sign's like, oh boy, that sign said 60. Well, that sign is wrong. Because you can go much quicker than that. Like so. Finally got past that asshole. Yeah, I knew it was a piece of shit. It's a Dodge Ram. I'm safely past him now, and losing speed once again, but that's alright. That's alright because I got bigger things to worry about. I am currently in West Virginia, and you see all these forests and all these trees around me. Anywhere it could be a clan of inbred cannibals just waiting, watching. As long as there's other vehicles on the road, I'm okay. We got power in numbers. But if I find myself alone on the road, I know that's when I'm ripe for the picking. They're gonna blow out my tires with some homemade arrows, and then they're gonna storm my truck, pull me out of it, and do weird shit like give me Indian burns and stick pebbles up my ass. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they season their victims before they eat them, or what other kind of weird shit they do. And I don't want to find out, because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm adventurous, just not that adventurous. Anyways, I'm going to shut my mouth now and just keep driving. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it to my destination because of that stupid snowstorm, Landon. What a stupid name, Landon. If that happens to be your name, I'm just kidding. Not really. But, yeah, the winter storm, Landon, fuck that guy or thing, because it's totally screwing things up for me. Royally. I gotta be in Elwood City. It's all freezing rain, light, then heavy snow, more freezing rain, and snow, and snow. And I gotta go on all these dinky little fucking roads, right, where my truck barely fits. End up sliding off into a ditch and destroying a schoolhouse. And then where the kids are supposed to learn. And they're gonna have a picture of me like, oh, this is the asshole that destroyed your school, and also why we have a chemical spill, because I am currently hauling chemicals. And so I don't want to be that guy. I just don't.